Good morning, Year 2. And today I found a new way of recording our maths, and so hopefully what will happen is that the answers will reveal themselves like they would normally. But we'll have a go and see. Today we are going to be learning about multiplication sentences from pictures. If you have your sheet in front of you, that's fantastic. If you don't, you can write it on a piece of paper, or you can just shout out the answers and have a go. Everything you will find should be downloaded onto the Teams, and hopefully everything's there for you today. Okay, let's get ready. We're going to have our first warm-up. Let's have a look at some of these pictures. Now, some of these are not right, they're incorrect. Some of them you need to draw the correct representation, so you need to change the picture. Let's have a look at the first one. 3 times 5, 3 lots of 5. Have we got 3 lots of 5 in our picture? Let's look at the next one. 4 lots of 4, 4 times 4. Well, there are 4 flowers in each vase. But are there 4 vases? What do you think you need to do? And now this one here, the picture with the pencil pots. It says 6 times 2, so we need 6 equal groups of 2. Have we got 6 equal groups of 2 there? And finally, I think this is a bunch of grapes, and it's saying that there is one group of 8, 1 times 8. Is this picture representing that number sentence? You decide. And hopefully we'll reveal the answers now, and they're not all in front of you already. 3 lots of 5. Yes, there are 3 lots of 5 because there are 3 dice with 5 dots on. And with the vase, yes, you've got it right. You need to draw one more vase of 4 flowers. What did you need to do for the pencil pots? Yes, you did. You needed to draw 2 more equal groups of 2 to make 6 equal groups of 2. And the grapes, well, yes, there's just one group of 8 grapes. So let's see how we're going to do what we're going to do today. What do you see in front of you? Have a think. This is representing a multiplication. Which multiplication do you think it represents? How many equal groups of multilink are there? How many equal groups of how many? That's right, there are 3 equal groups of 4. So there are 3 lots of 4. If we were to write this as a number sentence, we would use the multiplication sign. 3 multiplied by 4, which would be 3 times 4. Now, 3 times 4 is, as you can see, 12. Now, we're going to keep the 12 multilink, but we're going to change the representation. So the answer is still 12, but the multiplication sentence is going to be different. What do you think the new representation is showing? Have a think. Pause the video if you need to. So we've still got 12, but this time there are 6 equal groups of 2. So there are 6 lots of 2, which means 6 multiplied by 2, which is 12. We have the same with the apples. We can see in front of us that there are 4 bags of 5 apples, so there are 4 equal groups of 5. There are 4 lots of 5, and so we would say, have a think, we would say 4 multiplied by 5. What is 4 multiplied by 5? Let's have a think. Can we count in our 5s? 5, 10, 15, 20. So the answer is 20. And if we were to write this sum as a number sentence, we would use our symbol, the multiplication symbol, 4 times 5. Now, we're going to keep the apples exactly the same. So there are still 20 apples, but we've regrouped them. Have a little think. This is now a new multiplication sentence. What do you think it is? There are how many groups of how many apples that equal 20? That's right. There are now 2 groups of 10. So 2 times 10 equals 20. This is how we can use pictures to help us with our multiplication. Have a go at question 1 on your sheet. Can you say how many groups of pencil pots there are? Now, how many lots of something? So what? I can't remember how. Oh, this is it. Remember this one. Sorry, I had to remember what this slide was showing. So this particular part is, if we say there are 6 lots of 3. So 6 lots of 3. How could we draw that? Have a go at drawing that if you can, using dots. So here we've got 6 equal groups of 3 dots. 6 multiplied by 3. And as a number sentence, we would write 6 times 3. Does anybody know the answer to 6 times 3? Write it down. 6 times 3. Have you got it yet? Well done. The answer is 18. We can also represent the same number sentence but using counters. Here the counters are in the tens grid. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. It's your turn now to have a go at questions 2 and 3 on the worksheet. When you've finished, at the moment, I'm very happy with you taking a photograph and posting it onto either Tapestry or onto Teams. Miss Golding and I are going to be working at how to put it onto a Word document, but at the moment we don't have the technology to change the PDF into a Word document, so we will have to recreate all these worksheets for you, which will take a little bit of time. But bear with us and we will think of a way. It's over to you. Good luck. How did you get on? Hopefully you finished the worksheet. Now we're going to do our reasoning. Have a look at the picture representation on the screen. The picture shows an array. How many counters are there? Well, the little girl on the left, she thinks she can write 4 different multiplications for these counters. How many multiplications do you think you can write? The little girl on the right thinks there are 8 multiplications. We had a similar problem yesterday. Have a think at what we needed to do. Let's see what this little girl can see. She can see 1 times 16 because there is one group of 16. Yes, there is. She can also see 2 groups of 8. Can you see 2 groups of 8? Yes, we can. She can also see 3 groups of, hang on a minute. Can she see 3 groups? Have a little look at the counters. Are there 3 equal groups? They're not, are there? We can't have 3 groups because they don't split up equally, which they need to do for our multiplication. So we can't have 3 groups, but we can see 4 groups of 4. Can you see 4 groups of 4? There you go. Now, the little girl on the right thought there were 8 multiplications for this particular array. Do you think there are 8? Have another look. Well, can you remember we can turn the multiplication around so that it is commutative. So instead of 1 times 16, it's 16 times 1. It is a different number sentence. And instead of 2 lots of 8, it is 8 lots of 2. Are there any more? Well, have a look at 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is there, but it's not different from the first one. It is exactly the same because the numbers are the same. 4 lots of 4. We can't have that one as an extra sum. Now it's your turn to have a go at the rest of the sheet, boys and girls. Hopefully you can get on really well with the reasoning, and it's really good to see if any of you can actually explain your thinking on your reasoning sheets as we do in the classroom. And I think that's all for Maths for today. And I look forward, well, next week you will have your presentations presented by Miss Golding. Goodbye for now.